Okay, I'm gonna start a video on going to the moon now for my Matrix Wisdom for Mind Unveiled series that I'm working on. But I just got a mail, and I've never done voice thing before, so let's see how it works. I don't know how it works. Review, blah, 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 blah. Boy, was that a waste of time. So let's see the video that he feels is a waste of time. It's Quantum of Conscious Part 90, The Veil Part E to Matt. That's the one that he feels is a waste of time. So I'm bringing you in on the veil in this video, the best that I can, and I'm showing you to look for the digital pixels that are in your screen, in your monitor. So what is a waste of time about it is funny to me. Again, the criticisms are helpful. I don't mind helpful criticism, but obviously he has not watched any of the other videos, and if he did, he doesn't feel the same way. So if I'm showing you the same imagery in the clouds and the moon and the veil, I need to make sure that you understand that you can determine between square pixels that are in your computer monitor by the flashes that they are and the shapes they are, compared to the electromagnetic nanocarbon, which travels in triangular shapes. I need to be able to show you guys that. You're going to need to prove that to yourself for your own evidence. So it's very important that people see that I'm doing a video for 20 minutes. How much of his life did he waste? Okay, 29:45. So 29 minutes of his life was wasted on doing this. It probably took you that long, dude, to Mr. Wake Up. That was his thing, right? Yeah, Wake Up is his Vivitar. So, yeah, wake up, dude. Boy, was that a waste of time. So if that's a waste of time to you, it probably took you that long to set up this fucking account and write this sentence. So what's the big deal? 29:45 minutes for me to explain to you, because that's going to be one of your own arguments to yourselves. I'll play it while I'm shooting the shit. One of your own arguments to yourself is going to be, first of all, you're going to see... gee, is that really the moon? Is this guy doing a digital bullshit story on me? I'm trying to be honest with you about everything and explain things to you. I need to, even though you think this is a waste of time. Because this filter that's on there, what I'm showing in this video is the filter that's on there is not allowing me to get in at the veil. That's important to know. Why? Because the pixels that people are going to see, you're going to tell yourself that what you're seeing when you look into the actual veil, you're going to tell yourself it's the pixels in your screen, it's the carbon in your phone. You're going to have every kind of excuse. It's Trump. It's this guy. It's Wake Up guy. It's Wake Up, and he's upset. Boy, was that he wasted 30 minutes of his fucking life out of the 80-something years that he hopefully gets to live. I mean, come on, man. Fucking Wake Up is right, man. So I got a shitload of videos posted. If you really felt like that was what you needed to respond to, was, boy, was that a waste of time, to this video, then go back and look at all the other videos and wait till you see what I got coming for you. Boy, you thought this was a waste of your time. Wait till I start going in on the landscapes. I have in the past, my past videos, but now I'm getting better at grabbing the imagery and the nanocarbon. So the digital collection of nanocarbon is going very well, and I'm trying to show people how to do it and how to tell what they're really looking at between all the stories they're going to be being told by people like yourself, who are just, you feeling like your time is wasted here, but you come down here, let's see a video of, yeah, okay, the Impossible Flat Earth movie is out. Oh, that's not a waste of your fucking time. Ice Age map confirming flat Earth, that's not a waste of your time. Secret Black History, that's not a waste of your time, of course not. 445,000 years, Summerlin expert renders God, that's fine for you. You're okay with that bullshit story. The shocking truth about NASA's secret, and they're going to go into outer space, and look at all the graphics. That's not a waste of your fucking time. Response to Glowbusters. The Earth still isn't flat, and all the, oh, that's not a waste of your fucking, none of this is a waste of your time. But you come up here to what I'm showing you, you can go see with your own fucking eyes. You don't need me for shit. You don't need, I'm just showing you how to go get it. I'm not telling you got to come to me for the fucking answers. I'm just showing you how you can go look up. Just open your eyes and you will see all this for yourself. And I'm doing a pretty good job at it. I'm getting better and better at it. So now that I'm calling out all the lying motherfuckers that are out there, what, you're upset that I'm fucking calling you out, so you're going to come in on a fucking fake ass name and talk shit? Boy, was that a waste of my time. And if you think that you're not a big enough of a channel, Mr. Wake Up, if you don't think that you're a big enough channel to be wasting my fucking time, you are, obviously, because here I am spending 5 fucking minutes responding to your mail, which I usually don't do. I usually just shrug them off. But when I'm seeing other people that are going to look at that and they're going to say, be turned off by it, don't be, because everything I'm showing you is not to show you so that you look at my screen, what I'm showing you here, and saying, oh, wow, I explain this over and over in all my videos. I'm not an entertainer. I'm not a fucking teacher. I'm none of those things. I'm just showing you and allowing people that come to my channel, whoever I can get to wake up, whoever starts, thinks they're on the awakening can come here, and they'll see and they'll say, oh, so I can go do this myself? I don't have to take one of these fucking jerk-offs down here and take their word for it. Who is it? Professor Dave Explains, David Soretta, Viper TV, all are going to be on my list. Mind Unveiled, what's this one? Gajil Vamaste, I don't even know what that one is. Robbie Davidson, here's one for me, Three Stooges, finally some fucking normalcy. They dug up something huge in Turkey, buried forever, Matrix Wisdom, all fucking bullshit stories, all fake ass pictures. He's got a little thing of the moon in there. Hey, Matrix of Wisdom, there you go. So make that moon come back up again. How did I do that? All right, there it is. Oh, it won't stay. So see that moon right there? See that moon? Okay, so he's obviously has it on his channel. Go in on it, just like I'm about to do with you right now, and watch. And then come back and say, I'm wasting my fucking time, pricks. Okay, so I'll do this for Mr. Wake Up, this video. I'm still going to keep it under my Matrix Wisdom series, but Mr. Wake Up probably is a big fan of them. So we'll see how this goes. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm coming to my moon videos. I've got a shitload of moon videos on there. Some are better for looking into the veil than others. And I would recommend, again, I'll keep saying this, people should do this for themselves. Doesn't take shit. Small telescope mounted on a freaking camera, and it's easy to do. As a matter of fact, let me show you that. Okay, so I'm just, again, came to a different page on my channel. It took me a minute to find it. It's just an 11-minute video. So, Mr. Waste Your Time, you don't want your time wasted. If you go to this video, I'm going to clearly show people that they can go on and do this for themselves, and by just mounting a camera to a telescope. Phone cameras are nice and light, they're cheap. You can get in there and grab all the imagery out of the moon for yourself. You can take this off this telescope and put your fucking eye down on this lens and see the same shit. So there's no computer hackery and computer shit going on here. Yes, you have glares, you have refractions, but get used to it, buddy. That's the way it goes. You're going to have to deal with refractions and reflections and all that kind of shit. It's the way it goes. So I'm taking advantage of the light being thrown around in my telescope to go in on the imagery that is the veil around the moon. There are several ways to fucking prove this to yourselves. So if anybody is happening to listen to anything I'm fucking saying, which is very doubtful, but if somebody does, then you can go out. And what I'm explaining is in several different ways. I'm trying to show people that you can determine the difference between what you're looking at in the veil, what you're looking at in the moon, which is a hole in the veil, I call a hole in the veil, but it's really heavy metals that make up this circle, just like the stars and the sun, different heavy metal properties, blah, blah, blah. You've all heard it before by now if you're watching my videos. So what I'm showing people is that you will look with your own eyes through here, and you will get the same fucking glare. It'll get the same light telescope's picking up. So if you take your time and you look around slowly, the same way I'm doing with the trees, you're not going to believe that either, right? You're not. When I start doing, I'm going to do them today. I'm starting on them today. Rocks, stones, mountains, ice, water, snow. You're going to say the same shit you're saying about the veil. Oh, it's computer trickery, or it's you're looking at carbon in your screen, or you're seeing what you want to see. You're going to have all kinds of shit to say. If you do, keep it amongst yourselves, because I really don't want to be fucking bothered. Again, this is taking my time. Now I'm wasting my fucking time explaining something that if you would have went and watched some of these other videos that I've done, you would know already and you wouldn't have to waste my time. But no. You're just going to start spouting out shit and you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. So if I'm showing you how to see it or not, come back with something reasonable. Say, I watched a bunch of your videos on the clouds, the moon, and the veil. I get you on the clouds and the moons because I went outside myself with a camera and I can get into clouds. I did the telescope thing, you're right. I can look in at the moon and get all the imagery out of the moon. But you know what? as far as the veil goes, you don't have me on that. I'm not convinced. I'll keep looking into this other shit that you're talking about, but the veil, I just can't get the grass and the trees and the ice you're talking about. I got to see this to believe it. I would understand. Then I would even believe that you're a real person. You're not. You're just fucking noping me right off the bat and saying what I'm saying is wrong when you haven't even gone and looked yourself. You won't. You won't go look yourself. You're gonna go over to the right of your screen where I just was showing you, and you're gonna fucking you're gonna go along with them because they got sci-fi action figures for you. They got all kinds of bullshit stories that make you feel real good about your stuff because you want stuff. So yeah, this is me one day. I just did an 11-minute video and I actually tagged it wrong. I gotta go edit that because I was writing that, making this video for SA1, who's a subscriber who said that, I think she's a subscriber anyway, but she was writing to me and telling me that, because I don't even know how to find out who my subscribers are unless they're new, their name pops up, but otherwise I don't even know. But anyway, she was asking me about stuff. So rather than just explain it on the side, which I don't really, not really into because again, it wastes my time. Anything I do, I rather do like I'm doing here, rather than write that dude back and make a comment back and me and him go back and forth, Mr. Wake Up. So Mr. Wake Up, I don't want to go back and forth with him on the side. It's a waste of my fucking time. If he wants to produce some videos on his channel that say, say shit about me and talk shit, that's fine. I'm not even, I probably won't even bother watching him, just like he's not going to watch my shit. So that's fine. I get it. Join the club, man. 6.8 billion fucking people. I mean, what do I got? 7, 8 subscribers? Big fucking whoop-de-doo. He's probably got, I didn't even go look. He's probably got 10,000 subscribers. And he's showing you sci-fi shit that's fake as hell. Anyways, what I'm pointing out is that with the telescope and that, you can get right in on the moon and you can get the imagery that I'm about to show you now. Okay, here I am. Now I'm back. It moved up a couple pages, page 17. I'm going to go to a 23-minute moon video. Now I'm choosing the ones without the filters for the reason why I explained before. Maybe it's too hard for people to understand when the filters are on there. They think I'm tricking them or something. All I'm doing is adding some contrast. So it seems to me that some of the people actually that have been writing me have better contrast in their eyes, and they're actually able to see more than I am. With their eyes. I mean, and it's pretty incredible. So, like, at first I thought they were full of shit. I thought they were just joking me around. But the more that I hear more and more people telling me this, I'm starting to, okay, I can see it. What makes me so special, right? So if they're able to see things that are more atmospheric, I will describe them as. So if I'm looking up, I'm seeing the clouds, and I can see the imagery that are what we call clouds, anyways. I can see the imagery made out in there. And I was all excited about that. So when people started telling me that for all their life, they've been able to see the imagery in the atmosphere, just in the atmosphere, sometimes when there's no clouds around. And I was like, okay, all right, well, they're joking me. And, but no, because after so many people come to you with that same thing, you have to start saying to yourself, well, that does kind of make sense because we all do have different eyes and different makeup. So who am I to say? Maybe somebody else has better contrast. The only difference is, they never had the balls to come out and say anything about it because the people would have ranked them out. And people would have started ranking them out and they would have felt bad and all that kind of shit. So they didn't do it, you're on where you think is the moon. Full of imagery. All should be patented. There are over 10,000 images in the moon. Now, Mr. Wake Up, I brought you in on all this if you would have went and watched the other videos. I brought you in on maybe 800, I think, 800 or so images out of the 10,000+ so far in my last couple of series that I've done, The Quantum of Conscious. So you're coming back with me and bitching that when I bring you into the veil, I don't know what your explanation for that it's a waste of your time. I'm not really sure because you didn't really explain very thoroughly about why it was a waste of your time. When everything else in your life you seem to be fine with, you can waste 30 minutes of your life in outer space, on Mars, on the backside of the moon, all the other shit, flat Earth, whatever it is you're into. Geoengineering is a fucking, is real, or it's geoengineering project, or it's chemtrails, and whatever. I'm going through and taking you step by step by step. If you don't fucking get it and you can't keep up, I understand. Most people can't. So why waste another 3.5 minutes writing me a fucking sentence or I think it was a voice. I think it was a voice comment. So if it's a voice comment, I guess that's less time. So maybe it was only a few seconds. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start bringing, and I'll probably dedicate this to him as well. I'm just taking one little area right here because I know the area very well and I like a lot of the imagery that's in here and stuff like that. So I'll just give your eyes time to adjust, and then I'm going to move the monitor around a little bit. I'm going to add a filter here and there. I'm going to fuck around because I'm already at 15 point something minutes. I'm going to pull back a little bit. I'll let your eyes adjust, and then I'll move around, and then I'm going to put a colored filter in, and then I'm going to move my monitor like this, and I'm going to show you more and more of the imagery as I move around. I'm going to also zoom in a little bit more and bring you in on more imagery. All right. The nanocarbon are the triangular shapes that you can see everywhere. Everywhere. They're everywhere from the veil to the ground and beyond, in microscopic scale, all the way back up to sizes you can't even fathom. To the size of the whole entire system, put it that way. So let me sit right there for a minute, let your eyes adjust, and I'm going to grab my filters because I don't have them on me. Maybe I'll put some music on for a minute. So I wasn't even really ready to get in on the moon right now with Matrix Wisdom and Mind Unveiled. I wasn't really ready to do that, but I might as well jump into it now that this guy got me going. So I'm just putting on a red filter. These are plastic, cheap-ass filters, so anybody who has money can go out and get glass filters. You can buy better camera equipment than the junk I'm showing you this on, and make the imagery much more crisp, clear, less scratches in your lens and filters and all that shit. So I get that. Let me come back up for a minute on my tripod. I'm going to pull back a little bit. Let your eyes adjust. Again, let my camera adjust too, for that matter. Okay, so what we're on right here is the moon. This is a video of the moon. And one of the things I'm trying to explain to Mr. Wake Up, on the Mr. Wake Up channel, he was upset that I wasted some of his time. So I'm going to try to explain this a little bit further, and maybe he'll catch one of these videos and he'll realize that, no, I'm not the one wasting his time. He's the one wasting his own fucking time by going in, whatever, I don't know, whatever, fuck him. Anyways, so what we're looking at here is the moon. I'm letting it roll here and there. I'm pressing pause and play, pause and play. And one of the things that we're noticing that we're going to be able to tell the difference between looking into the veil and looking into the moon and where we are is because these images do not change. They travel with this whole circle of heavy metals right here. This whole circle that you call the moon. This is circle in the veil, this what I call a hole in the veil, and it's all made up of different heavy metals that are different in some ways from this over here, from the veil. So this aspect of the veil. Yes, there's some things that I haven't got quite exactly figured out yet. Is it all one mixture from the dark aspect of the veil all the way to the blue neon aspect of the veil? I'm working on that. That's why I've got these models. That's why I'm throwing, and whatever I see with my eyes, I'm putting it together. What I can see, hear, prove, prove. Whatever I can prove for myself. Not have to buy everybody's bullshit stories. So I'm going to hit play again. We'll watch it so you can see that the imagery is not changing up. See how it's not moving anywhere? See how the pixels aren't going over each other? You see how the, even if you wanted to make the accusation that these pixels that were over here, you can tell the difference between the square pixels of your monitors from the triangular shapes that are the nanocarbon that make up the entire system. If we wanted to go in on those nanocarbon, those square nanocarbon that are in your computer I'm talking about, we can go in on them. But in order to get the imagery and the triangles out of them, we're going to have to go in at a microscopic level. And I haven't even tried that yet, but I'm positive it'll work. But I don't have to go that far. I have all the evidence I need. I don't need to keep going down rabbit holes that people are trying to send me down. It doesn't, no. No, I'm fucking done. And I tell you what, if you can't get into this and you don't understand the veil, then you're definitely not going to fucking understand the trees, the water, the ice, and seeing the nanocarbon properties and all that. You're just not going to get it, man. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm not here to please anybody anyways. Obviously, that's never going to happen. I'm here to wake fucking people up. I want to wake people up. I feel that's my job, and that's what I'm going to do. So there's going to be people out there that are going to try to stop me from waking people up by hurting my feelings with mean messages, such as Mr. Wake Up, you know, insulting me that I wasn't able to show. Sorry. And this goes for anybody that might be thinking the same thing, and I'm sure there are others, but they're not going to waste their time writing to me. They're just going to think to themselves, all right, I get it on the clouds because I can see it with my eyes. I get the moon because I just looked at my telescope and I can see that with my eyes. But I just can't get into the whole veil thing. I just can't buy into it. It's too hard. And it may be the same thing with everything else as well. It'll take time. It'll take time. But if there's distractors working really hard, and they're working so hard at distracting everybody from the fucking truth about things, it makes it very difficult. So what I'm doing right now is I'm flopping my screen back and forth because at different angles you're going to catch different imagery, just like in the clouds, just like in the ice, just like in the trees, just like in the veil. But what is it? The same fucking imagery. Feline, canine, ape, rodent, human, and beast. Who's creating these images? Well, sound resonance is. Well, what does the sound resonance do? Well, it's directing these nanocarbon that are in triangular shapes, and it's making this imagery for us. Why is it doing that, Papa? Well, you know what? It's fucking doing it so you will see it. It's doing this so that the system, it's the system. It's the whole fucking system. And it's just going to deny it over and over and over again. Let me try another filter. So I'm staying in this kind of in the same area because there's a lot of imagery in here. So I'm trying to stay in one area for you. I'll zoom in and out. I'll get some of the ones that I like best. So hopefully you'll make them out. Come down here for you. Let's see. Oh, that's too low. And the same thing goes for this. This might be a waste of time for Mr. Wake Up. Mr. Wake Up may not care about any of this, but it's very interesting. I mean, it's fascinating to see all the imagery. I mean, these nanocarbon do wonderful work. We have no appreciation for the nanocarbon that make up our entire system, and we ignore it. And we say outer space and fucking space aliens and matrix wisdom and all this fucking bullshit. Flat Earth and all the stupid shit that everybody's fucking talking shit. Illuminati, Freemasons, the Jesuits, Pearl Harbor, and 9/11, and yeah, everybody's fucking all over the fucking place with it. I'm just trying different filters to show you that you can do the same thing, and you'll catch different imagery make more imagery more clear. You're adding contrast to your camera. You're not doing anything that breaks the rules. You're still seeing fucking reality, probably for the first time ever, and you're going to deny it. And anybody can do this with any pictures of the moon. If you see a television show or a movie with the moon in there, grab your camera, start looking at it. You're going to see the same imagery. It's going to be in different positions because the moon goes around clockwise in our sky. Not the way you think, though. Over here, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff up here, too. And when I got it in my heavy southwest and west, this all comes in real nice. You can get all this imagery real good. Very clear. I'm trying to grab it for you now. We'll see. That's one of the reasons why I roll my camera around, do 360s with my camera on the tripod as well, because it's the same thing as everywhere else. It's image within image within image. Doesn't matter what angle. Upside down is no such thing. Right side up, no such thing. Left and right, no such thing. It's just, and that's another thing I will mention as well, is that I use a reverse lens telescope. So let me come back out. The reverse lens telescope is another thing that people need to be aware of. Not that it's any big deal, but then people will say, "Oh, that's not. It doesn't look like that." If they got if they have a correct telescope, then obviously it'll just be in the opposite direction. It's looking around, talking. And everything that I'm showing you, I know from watching my own videos, is never as clear as when you do this for yourself. So if you have a camera, everybody's got a cell phone camera, and if you go and do what I'm doing right here, just pull up the moon videos, and that's, again, the reason why I'm coming to these particular moon videos, is because there are no color filters on them. So, you know, hey, I'm living and learning too, you know, I'm learning as I go along. So I put the color filters on to give contrast, but I also learned not to put my filters so far down my telescope. They shouldn't go that far down. I should put them right up my camera, and then I'll lose some of that refractions that I got going on and reflections in my filter. So, you know, again, you know, what do I know, you know? So I guess that's it. I don't want to give too much time to Mr. Wake Up. So Mr. Wake Up, I'm just going in on the moon a little bit for you, showing you how to do it. If you don't appreciate going in on the veil, well, this should impress you. You should be, why didn't you make sure you send me a thank you for showing you this then? If you had enough time to send me a fucking message that you didn't appreciate my veil videos, then going in on the moon and showing you this, I mean, this will take you, it's at least 2-3 months. So if you just going on the moon and you start doing 360s with it in your telescope, just like I do, and you start going around, you'll start catching all the imagery. And then we'll see your posts. And then you go ahead and start posting all the imagery in the moon, and then we'll see how you do. And we'll see, and I'll make sure you know, write me so I can go look. You know, make sure you write me then and say, oh yeah, dude, I see what you're saying. Yep, I see it now.